Integrating conversational AI with NPCs in games, challenges and opportunities. Non-player characters, NPCs, have been a fundamental element of video games since their inception, serving as guides, adversaries, companions, and storytellers within virtual worlds. As gaming technology has evolved, so too have the capabilities and complexity of these digital entities. The advent of conversational artificial intelligence, AI, presents a new frontier in NPC design and implementation, offering the potential to create more dynamic, responsive, and immersive gaming experiences. Conversational AI, a technology that enables computers to understand, process, and respond to human language in a natural way, has made significant strides in recent years. Its integration with NPCs in games promises to revolutionize player interactions, storytelling methods, and overall gameplay dynamics. However, this integration is not without its challenges, spanning technical, narrative, ethical, and design considerations. This paper explores the multifaceted landscape of integrating conversational AI with NPCs in games. It examines the promising opportunities this technology presents, the complex challenges it poses, and the potential impact on game development, player experiences, and the future of interactive entertainment. By delving into these aspects, we aim to provide a comprehensive understanding of the current state and future prospects of this transformative technology in the gaming industry. The integration of conversational AI with NPCs holds immense promise for enhancing various aspects of gaming experiences. One of the most significant potential benefits is the enhancement of player immersion. Traditional NPCs often rely on pre-scripted dialogues and limited response options, which can break immersion when players encounter repetitive or contextually inappropriate interactions. Conversational AI has the potential to create more natural, dynamic conversations that respond intelligently to player inputs, thereby maintaining and deepening the player's sense of presence within the game world. Moreover, conversational AI can contribute to creating more dynamic and responsive game worlds. NPCs equipped with advanced conversational capabilities can react to changes in the game state, remember past interactions with the player, and adjust their behavior accordingly. This level of responsiveness can make the game world feel more alive and organic, with NPCs that evolve and change alongside the player's journey. The potential for emergent storytelling is another exciting prospect of conversational AI in games. By allowing for more open-ended and unpredictable interactions, this technology could enable narratives that unfold in unique ways based on each player's choices and conversations. This emergent quality could lead to more personalized and memorable gaming experiences, where players feel that their actions and words have a genuine impact on the story and the game world. Finally, the integration of conversational AI can significantly improve the replay value of games. With more dynamic and varied NPC interactions, players may be encouraged to revisit the game multiple times, exploring different conversation paths and uncovering new aspects of the story or game world that they missed in previous playthroughs. While the potential benefits of integrating conversational AI with NPCs are substantial, the technical challenges involved are equally significant. At the forefront of these challenges are the complexities associated with natural language processing, NLP. For conversational AI to function effectively in a gaming context, it must be able to accurately interpret a wide range of player inputs, understand context and nuance, and generate appropriate responses in real time. This requires sophisticated NLP algorithms capable of handling the informal language, slang, and potential spelling or grammatical errors common in player inputs. Another key technical consideration is the choice between cloud-based and local AI models. Cloud-based solutions offer the advantage of continuous updates and improvements, potentially allowing NPCs to become more sophisticated over time. However, they also introduce dependencies on external services, which could disrupt gameplay if there are connectivity issues or if the service is discontinued. Local AI models, on the other hand, offer more control and stability but may be limited in their ability to learn and adapt over time. Some developers may opt for hybrid solutions, balancing the benefits of both approaches. Performance optimization and scalability present another set of technical challenges. Integrating complex AI systems into games can be computationally intensive, potentially impacting frame rates and overall performance, especially on lower-end hardware or mobile devices. Developers must find ways to optimize these systems to ensure smooth gameplay across a range of devices, and to scale effectively as more players engage with the game. Finally, integrating conversational AI systems with existing game engines and systems poses its own set of challenges. This integration must be seamless, allowing the AI to interact effectively with other game mechanics, such as quest systems, character inventories, and world states. Achieving this level of integration requires careful planning and coordination between AI specialists and other members of the development team. The integration of conversational AI with NPCs introduces several significant narrative and design challenges. One of the most crucial is maintaining narrative coherence. While the ability of AI-driven NPCs to engage in dynamic, unscripted conversations can enhance realism and player engagement, it also risks producing responses that contradict established plot points, character backgrounds, or the internal logic of the game world. Designers must develop robust systems to ensure that AI-generated dialogue remains consistent with the game's narrative framework. Balancing player freedom with structured storytelling presents another complex challenge. Conversational AI opens up possibilities for players to engage with the game world in more open-ended ways, potentially deviating from the main narrative path. While this can lead to more immersive and personalized experiences, it also complicates the task of delivering a coherent, compelling central narrative. Game designers must find ways to guide players back to key story points without undermining the sense of agency that conversational AI can provide. Adapting AI responses to different game genres adds another layer of complexity. The conversational needs of a character-driven RPG differ significantly from those of a fast-paced action game or a strategy title. Developers must tailor their AI systems to suit the pacing, tone, and interactive requirements of different genres while maintaining the benefits of dynamic NPC interactions. Managing branching dialogues and their impact on game progression is yet another challenge. As conversations with AI-driven NPCs become more complex and open-ended, the potential for dialogue trees to expand exponentially increases. This can lead to difficulties in tracking conversation states, ensuring all dialogue paths lead to satisfying outcomes, and managing the resources required to produce voice acting or additional content for each possible conversation branch. The quality of interactions between players and AI-driven NPCs is crucial for maintaining immersion and player satisfaction. Ensuring this quality presents several challenges, chief among them being context awareness in AI responses. The AI must not only understand the literal meaning of player inputs but also interpret them within the context of the game world, the current situation, and past interactions. This requires sophisticated natural language understanding capabilities and a robust system for tracking and utilizing contextual information. Maintaining personality consistency for NPCs is another key aspect of ensuring quality interactions. Each NPC should have a distinct personality that remains consistent across multiple interactions and throughout the game. This involves not just consistent dialogue patterns and vocabulary, but also maintaining appropriate emotional responses and behavioral traits. Achieving this consistency while allowing for the flexibility of AI-generated responses is a delicate balance. Handling unexpected or nonsensical player inputs poses another significant challenge. Players may intentionally or unintentionally provide inputs that are irrelevant, inappropriate, or simply nonsensical within the game context. The AI system must be robust enough to handle these inputs gracefully, either by steering the conversation back to relevant topics or by providing appropriate fallback responses that don't break character, or disrupt the game flow. Developing effective strategies for testing and refining AI interactions is crucial for ensuring overall quality. Traditional game testing methodologies may not be sufficient for evaluating the vast range of potential AI-driven conversations. Developers may need to employ techniques such as automated testing, machine learning-based evaluation, and extensive player feedback systems to identify and address issues in NPC interactions. The integration of conversational AI in games raises important ethical considerations that developers must address. Implementing content filters and boundaries is a primary concern. While the open-ended nature of AI-driven conversations can enhance player freedom, it also creates the potential for inappropriate or offensive content. Developers must implement robust filters to prevent the AI from generating or responding to content that violates the game's ethical standards or age ratings. Handling sensitive topics and player behavior presents another ethical challenge. Games often explore complex themes, and players may broach sensitive subjects in their interactions with NPCs. Developers must carefully consider how AI-driven characters should respond to such topics, balancing realism and narrative depth with the need to handle these subjects responsibly, and avoid causing distress to players. Protecting player privacy in AI interactions is a critical ethical and legal consideration. If conversational AI systems are designed to learn or adapt based on player interactions, careful thought must be given to what data is collected, how it is stored, and how it is used. Developers must ensure compliance with data protection regulations and be transparent with players about any data collection or processing related to NPC interactions. Transparency about AI use in games is another important ethical consideration. Players should be informed about the extent to which their interactions with NPCs are driven by AI, particularly if the AI is designed to adapt or learn from these interactions. This transparency helps manage player expectations and builds trust between developers and their audience. The integration of conversational AI with NPCs has far-reaching implications for the game development process. One significant impact is the need for new roles and skills within development teams. In addition to traditional game development disciplines, teams may need to incorporate AI specialists, computational linguists, and ethicists to effectively implement and manage conversational AI systems. The game design process itself is likely to undergo changes to accommodate the integration of conversational AI. Designers will need to consider how AI-driven interactions fit into the overall game structure, how they impact pacing and player progression, and how they can be used to enhance rather than detract from core gameplay elements. This may require new design methodologies and tools to manage the increased complexity of game narratives and character interactions. The potential for post-launch improvements and updates presents both opportunities and challenges for development teams. Conversational AI systems can potentially be refined and expanded over time based on player interactions and feedback. However, this also requires ongoing resources for monitoring, updating, and maintaining these systems beyond the initial game release. Game testing and quality assurance processes will need to evolve to effectively evaluate AI-driven NPC interactions. Traditional testing methods may not be sufficient to cover the vast range of potential conversations and outcomes. New approaches, possibly incorporating AI-driven testing tools, may be necessary to ensure the quality and consistency of NPC interactions across the game. The introduction of conversational AI in games has the potential to significantly impact player experiences and expectations. Managing these expectations is crucial for the success of games incorporating this technology. Players may have unrealistic expectations about the capabilities of AI-driven NPCs, possibly influenced by depictions of AI in science fiction. Developers need to clearly communicate the actual capabilities and limitations of their AI systems to prevent disappointment and maintain player trust. Educating players on how to interact with AI NPCs may be necessary to ensure optimal experiences. This could involve in-game tutorials or guides that help players understand how to engage effectively with AI-driven characters and what kinds of interactions are possible. Such education can help players make the most of the new interactive possibilities while also setting appropriate expectations. Balancing traditional gameplay with AI interactions presents another challenge in managing player experiences. While dynamic NPC interactions can greatly enhance immersion and storytelling, they should not overshadow or detract from core gameplay elements. Developers need to find the right balance, integrating conversational AI in ways that complement and enhance the overall gaming experience rather than dominate it. The potential for personalized gaming experiences is one of the most exciting prospects of conversational AI in games. By remembering past interactions and adapting to individual player behaviors and preferences, AI-driven NPCs could provide highly tailored experiences. This level of personalization could greatly enhance player engagement and replayability, but it also raises questions about game consistency and the shared experiences that often form the basis of gaming communities. The future of conversational AI in games is closely tied to ongoing advancements in AI technology. As natural language processing and generation capabilities continue to improve, we can expect to see NPCs capable of increasingly sophisticated and nuanced interactions. Developments in areas such as emotion recognition and generation could lead to NPCs that can accurately interpret and respond to player emotions, further enhancing the depth and realism of in-game interactions. The integration of conversational AI with other emerging technologies presents exciting possibilities for the future of gaming. For instance, the combination of AI-driven NPCs with virtual reality, VR, could create incredibly immersive experiences where players can engage in natural, voice-based conversations with virtual characters in fully realized 3D environments. Similarly, augmented reality, AR, games could feature AI characters that interact with players in real-world settings, blending the digital and physical worlds in new and innovative ways. The potential for AI-driven procedural content generation is another area of future innovation. Conversational AI could be used not just for NPC interactions, but also for dynamically generating dialogue, quests, or even entire storylines based on player actions and preferences. This could lead to games with nearly infinite replayability, where each playthrough offers a unique narrative experience. The role of machine learning in evolving NPC behaviors represents another frontier in game AI. Future games might feature NPCs that can learn and adapt their behaviors based on aggregate player interactions, leading to characters that evolve over time and potentially behave in ways not explicitly programmed by the developers. While this presents exciting possibilities for dynamic and responsive game worlds, it also raises new challenges in terms of maintaining narrative consistency and managing potentially unpredictable NPC behaviors. The integration of conversational AI with NPCs in games represents a significant leap forward in interactive entertainment. This technology holds the promise of creating more immersive, responsive, and personalized gaming experiences, potentially revolutionizing how players engage with virtual worlds and characters. However, realizing this potential requires overcoming a complex set of challenges spanning technical implementation, narrative design, ethical considerations, and player experience management. As we've explored in this paper, the challenges are as diverse as they are numerous. From the technical hurdles of implementing sophisticated natural language processing to the narrative challenges of maintaining coherent storylines with dynamic character interactions, game developers face a multifaceted task in bringing conversational AI to life in their games. Ethical considerations, including privacy concerns and content moderation, add another layer of complexity to this endeavor. Despite these challenges, the potential benefits of conversational AI in games are profound. The technology promises to create more dynamic and responsive game worlds, enable new forms of storytelling, and offer players unprecedented levels of agency and immersion. As AI technology continues to advance, we can anticipate even more innovative applications, from procedurally generated narratives to NPCs that evolve based on collective player interactions. The integration of conversational AI with NPCs is more than just a technological advancement, it represents a paradigm shift in how we conceive of and interact with virtual worlds. As this field continues to evolve, it will require ongoing collaboration between game developers, AI specialists, ethicists, and players to fully realize its potential while navigating its complexities. In conclusion, while the road ahead is challenging, the integration of conversational AI with NPCs has the potential to usher in a new era of interactive entertainment. As developers continue to push the boundaries of what's possible, we can look forward to games that offer increasingly rich, dynamic, and personalized experiences, forever changing the landscape of digital storytelling and player engagement.